here tonight. This is really, really exciting for us. This has been 25 years in the making that we have believed for in this building. And so in turn, for most of us, as we are in this building, we pinch ourselves and we find it kind of surreal that we're here. But my part is I just want to thank everyone that's here. I want to thank those, especially from Community National Bank and VITA, which is a federal program. They've supported us in the financing of all of this. And so it's been a real blessing for us to be able to see, because they, amongst other people, have come alongside of us to see this become a reality. Our attorney, Steve Girdwood, who was here before, if you need a really good man that cares about the community and knows the legal aspects of things both in Vermont and New Hampshire, there you go. Be sure and see him. But he's been a special part of our lives in many of the things that we've done. But he has really gone the extra mile to really help us. Because when you get into these legal settings and you have so many hurdles and so many surprises, and even when you get down to the last 48 hours, we were here working, and between the insurance company, the banks, and the seller, we had like 28 emails in between painting and doing all the things, because all the parts that needed to be changed or added to. And so I just want to thank all of those, and especially Richard Daniels and his daughter Julie Lawford, because they have persevered to maintain this building. He has persevered to make sure that he would make himself available, that if the financing and those things that could work for us would work, he wanted to make sure that this building would once again be very much a part of the community. We've lived next door for 37 years, and so we knew what this building has always been in the community. And once they were able to keep their commitment to all the things that they wanted to do, we felt that it was important for us to be able to see that realized once again. Because our life in this Upper Valley, just about everything we do and everywhere we go, is all about relationship. And many of you that I've spoken with, some that are even 85 years old, that have found their way here, though they don't drive, have felt that this has always been a center in this Upper Valley, that once again they would hope, actually they hope that they could have bought the building, but they're so glad that somebody has. But the thankfulness of all of us, we have Hava, who is very, very important for us. I forgot her the first time around, but we've had to, this has been something more than we've ever tried to accomplish. And so we felt to do it justice, we needed to find those people that were well known in the Upper Valley, but also do the very things that were important that would make something like this happen. So Hava Walters was very, very special. And then we have Annie. Annie has been another one that's been really, really special for us. Annie Payton. And so I'm going to turn this over to Kathy. Kathy's going to have the opportunity to kind of express what these stations are all about a little bit more in depth, and then we're ultimately going to turn over to Hava. But I just want to thank you so much for allowing this to become realized, not just for us, but for many people in this Upper Valley that have already spoken, that they're so excited. Kathy, you ready? And this microphone works.
Yes, now I don't have to shout.
Good job, Ben.
So my little part in this presentation to you is to tell you some of what's going to happen in here. How do you guys love this over 9,000 square foot event space? And that's what I'm talking about. For weddings, anything you can imagine, groups, this particular space will hold up to 400 people seated at beautiful 8-foot tables and being catered good food, and still have plenty of room to hit the dance floor if it's a wedding or another special or a mitzvah or anything you can imagine we can do here. This, I know that the town of Hartford is they're thinking about having we used to have our awards banquets there a long time ago. We'd love to do that again. So this space is for the entire Upper Valley community. And the one thing we need you guys for is to tell everybody, tell all your friends that you are here tonight. So this space has been all completely done with the exception of the replacing of the flooring. And that will be the last thing that we do in all the renovations of the building. But let's talk about something else that's happening. Right over to my right, behind that wall there, is a huge commercial kitchen. And in that kitchen, not only is that going to serve our community well, but it is also going to be utilized. It'll be a multi-use feature here. It will be used by a future culinary career academy. We need servers, we need cooks, we need prep cooks, and they will graduate from the academy and be filling in those spaces that we so desperately need up here for trained individuals. No longer will you have to go to a local restaurant and there's plenty of tables around, but they go, gee, you've got a 20-minute wait, because they can't handle it because of lack of servers and cooks. So that's coming. That space will also be utilized by our food shelf that is currently going to expand. We already serve over 33,000 people annually. Every year, every week, we give away 1,500 to 3,000 pounds of food at our food shelf in our current tiny space. So that food shelf team of over 28 volunteers from the Upper Valley that come to help that, they all cannot wait to get over here and get started. We also are the only food shelf that delivers in all of Vermont and New Hampshire. We serve over 25 towns in Vermont and 22 in New Hampshire. So I just want to make sure that you understand this isn't a Hartford Village group here. This is going all the way out in our community. And we really need you all to help get the word out and come and support and have fun here in the future. Another thing that we're doing, what else are we doing? Oh, downstairs for the youth. We're having a game, well, for all of the youth, including myself. We're having a game and activity center. It's going to be stellar. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to have all sorts of functions, all the way from babies to seniors. We have a senior group that will be called Seasons, but we want to bridge the generations. We want everybody working together. I don't want to just hang out with people that are my age. I want to hang out with everybody, and I love hanging out around the kids because they have so much to give, and so do our seniors. So that will be developing. What's it going to be like? I don't know. You are the people that are going to make it happen. You are the people with the ideas of what you want, and that's how this entire community center is going to organically grow to meet every need and every desire of everybody in the Upper Valley. There's a historic portion to this building, and that's going to become totally renovated and restored. In fact, the town of Hartford has already designated Hartford Village as a designated center. And so I understand people are already petitioning the bus system, the advanced transit up here, to make this a stop. So if some of you don't drive, you can come, you can get the bus, they can drop you off here. We have the elevator if you need handicap needs. We're going to take care of it all as we launch this. And what else have we got going on down there? Oh, there'll be Lego competitions. There's going to be video competitions for our youth. We imagine, this is our imagination, at least 75 square inch mega televisions down there for all this event. Maybe a community movie. This building has really no limits, only to your imagination. And believe me, we've been imagining a lot of things. So if you have ideas, be sure and see Lonnie and I or any of the staff members about what you'd love to see here. So there will be so many programs. Downstairs, some of you know what used to be down there. A huge horseshoe bar and pub and lounge. That bar and pub area is not going to be torn out. We're utilizing that. That will seat 30 or 40 people at the cafe. And so our culinary career students will be preparing food, and you can drop in and have some of the best coffee. You can have a latte, you can have whatever. I don't know, I'm looking for my son right now. I don't see him right at this moment, but wherever he is, I know he's got an awesome machine that we're going to be having down there to utilize. So there's going to be everything going here. Listen, we've got a lot of food still here at these tables, and we want you to go to every table and graze and eat and make sure that you're full before you leave, okay? Because I told my kids, if you don't eat all the food, you're all coming to my house after church Sunday, okay? We're going to be eating the rest of this food up. So we just thank all of you for coming out. It's been great. We're so excited. This is our first night to launch. And I'm about to introduce to you Hava Walther. She is a campaign specialist. She is the campaign manager of our current fundraising campaign. And this is our first launch. This is our first campaign night. And she's going to tell you about everything we're doing. And that board over there, it looks like we're getting to see some of the picture underneath it. I want to say clear that board. I haven't visited yet, but I'm going to go buy a bunch of squares. Okay. Thanks, Kathy. Go check out the board, see how we're doing. Everybody, I have to thank you so much for coming here today. It was a big deal for us to break out and have our first public event and to announce to the community, we're here and we want to be a part of the community. When Kathy and Lonnie first started talking about this project, the passion in their voice when they talk about bringing together all the people of different ages and different abilities and different economic statuses, they want to have a place here, a place where anybody can come and be together. Right. And that doesn't exist just on its own, really anywhere else in the Upper Valley. Something that's open to all the residents, 85,000 residents in the Upper Valley. Right. Yeah. And this is open. Yeah. So, not yet, not until later this year. But the important thing is that this project is going to belong to all the people. That's right. And Kathy tells this really great story about her first donation. Mm-hmm. Can I tell your story? Mm-hmm. So, I hope I get it right. So, Kathy was telling a story about how the community center was going to open. And she had 3 little boys who were really interested and really wanted to know more about it. What's going to be there? Will there be Legos? Will you have a swimming pool? Will you have basketball? All these really great engaged questions. And they wanted to know, who is this going to belong to? Is this your community center? And Kathy said, no, this is for the whole community. This community center is for everybody in the Upper Valley. And these boys were blown away that there was going to be something for everybody. They went away, and when they came back the next day, they brought to Kathy a big bag full of coins. And she said, what is this? And they said, this is all of the money that we had at home in our piggy banks, and we want to give it to you because we want to help build the community center. We want this community center to be we want to be part of it, and we want to help. And that story is emblematic of what this project is all about. And with that in mind, as the campaign manager, what I want to say to everybody here is, you've taken the first step. You came here today, and I'm going to task you with a little homework, and that is to go home and tell everybody about the project. Mm-hmm. Tell everybody what you're excited about this project. And then I want you to think over this next couple of months, while we do our renovations and hopefully are able to open up to the whole public by August, think about the ways that you can contribute to help this project so that just like those little boys, you guys can also share in the ownership of the community center. Because that's a really special feeling, to feel like you or me and all of us have come together for that purpose. So think about what you yourself can do to give, and think about what feels good to give. Because that's a really important concept. And if tonight you have a little something to give, go over and see Kathy's Clear the Board, because all of us as a committee have gone around the Upper Valley and collected a lot of really exciting prizes. There's everything. Can I tell a little bit about what's there? Yes. Yeah. So there's a overnight in the Spooner Bed and Breakfast. Yeah. There are gift certificates for Valley Flour, 2 classes for the co-op kitchen, so you can go take cooking classes with the co-op. There are
gift cards for 99s.
gas cards.
What else?
Yeah.
Cards, gas
There's gift cards, there's tons of gift cards that are there. And also for you young people that just have $1, you can win a candy bar. So we want to make sure that everybody can have ownership as they begin to move into this building.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so thank you all for coming here. And remember, if you had any question about any of the programs, make sure you find somebody tonight with a green stripe in their name and ask us about it, okay? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.